Now we are going to learn polygons. Already we know what are the curves and types of curves. Now we will see the meaning of polygon. Polygon nothing but a simple closed figure which is bounded by line segments. Now we will see some polygons. This is a polygon, means which is bounded by line segments only. It is a closed figure and bounded by line segments. So this is a polygon. This is also a polygon which is bounded by line segments. This one is also a polygon, a simple closed figure which is bounded by line segments. Now this is also one of the polygon. So the polygon means a simple closed figure. It is a closed figure, not an open figure. A simple closed figure which is bounded by line segments is known as polygon. Now we will see the names of the polygons. Polygons are named according to the number of sides. If we take a first one, this one, here the number of sides we have 3. 1, 2, 3. So the polygon which has only 3 sides is known as triangle. If you go for the next one, this one, a polygon which has 4 sides. 1, 2, 3 and then 4 is known as quadrilateral. A polygon which has 4 sides is known as quadrilateral. A polygon which has 5 sides, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. A polygon which has 4 sides, 5 sides is known as pentagon. A polygon which has 6 sides is known as hexagon. A polygon which has 7 sides, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. A polygon which has 7 sides is known as heptagon or septagon also. Now 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A polygon which has 8 sides is known as octagon. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So the polygon which has 9 sides is known as nonagon. Now finally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, a polygon which has 10 sides is known as decagon. Like this, polygons are named depend on number of sides it has. First one, if a polygon has 3 sides, it is known as a triangle. If it has 4 sides, known as a quadrilateral. If it has 5 sides, known as a pentagon. If it has 6 sides, it is known as a hexagon. If it has 7 sides, it is known as a heptagon or septagon. And if it has 8 sides, it is known as octagon. And if it has 9 sides, it is known as nonagon. And if it has 10 sides, it is known as decagon. These are the names of the polygons according to the number of sides. Now we will see the parts of the polygon. Polygon has 3 parts: sides, vertices and diagonals. What is the side, what is the vertex and what is the diagonal? Now we will go to discuss. First one is the sides. What are the sides? Already we know about line segment in previous class. Line segment which has 2 endpoints is known as a line segment. This is a part of a line. So here the side of the polygon is nothing but line segment. Take one polygon here. I am taking triangle. Already we know what is the name of this polygon. If any polygon has 3 sides, then it is said to be as triangle. Now I am taking this triangle. Here if you observe, we have to give the name for this triangle. How to give the name? At the corner points A, B, C by using English alphabets, capital letters. Now this is the triangle ABC. From this diagram, we are going to identify the lines or sides. So this triangle has 3 sides. Already we discussed. Now what are the 3 sides here? For this triangle ABC, what are the 3 sides? The first side is AB, which means now only I said line segment. Now the second side is BC. Now the third side is CA. So we can represent any 2 alphabets in any direction, either clockwise direction or anti-clockwise direction. You can say as AB or BA. No problem, nothing will happen. Next, BC or CB. Next, CA or AC. But finally we have only 3 sides: AB, BC and AC. These are the 3 sides of a triangle. Now take one more polygon. I am taking here square. Okay. P, Q, R and then S. Now we are going to write sides. What are the 4 sides here? It is a polygon which is known as quadrilateral because it has 4 sides. Okay, means square is one of the quadrilateral. So what are the 4 sides? I said you can write either clockwise or anti-clockwise direction. Now I am going to start with P here. You can start by any letter, nothing will happen. PQ is one of the side, QR, this is the second one, RS, this is third one, SP, this is the fourth side. So now we have 4 sides for this quadrilateral, which is known as a square. Now these are the sides of the polygon and how to identify the sides of the polygon. So the straight line in between any 2 points means adjacent points. P and Q are both adjacent to each other. Q and R both adjacent to each other. R and S are adjacent to each other. S and P are adjacent to each other. Now if you observe P and R, these both are not adjacent to each other. Q and S, these are also not adjacent to each other, which means adjacent means side by side. So the space or the line between 2 adjacent points is known as a side of the polygon. Now we will see what is a vertex or vertices. Vertex means a single point. Vertices means more than one point. It's a plural form. So now we will observe where we should identify the points or vertices for the polygon. Now I am taking one polygon, quadrilateral, which is known as a rectangle here. This is bounded by 4 line segments, and at 4 corners we have 4 points A, B, C and then D. Okay, now we are going to identify the vertices. Here these corner points, the common end point of 2 adjacent sides. Now only I said AB and BC. These both are the adjacent sides. For these both the points, what is the adjacent sides? What is the common point here? B is the common point for this AB line segment and BC line segment. B is the common point. So the common point or common end point of 2 adjacent sides of a polygon is called vertex. Now B is called as a vertex. In the same way, if you check DA or AD, this is one of the side, and AB is also one of the side. For this both the adjacent sides, A is the common end point, isn't it? So A is also known as vertex here. At the same time, BC is one of the side. CD or DC is also one of the side. For these both the sides, C is a common end point. Then C is also a vertex of the polygon. And if you observe CD and DA, here D is the common vertex for both the adjacent sides. So this is also vertex for the given polygon. Finally we have 4 vertices for the polygon. Now vertex A, vertex A and vertex B, vertex C and vertex D. These 4 are the vertices for the given polygon. Now I am going to take one more polygon, triangle. Already we know triangle has 3 sides. These corner points A, B, C here. Now what are the vertices for this diagram? Vertices are 3. They are vertex A and vertex B and vertex C. If you observe for line segment AB and AC, A is a common endpoint, so it is called as a vertex, and for line segment AB and BC, B is the common point, so it is also known as a vertex, and for line segment BC and CA, C is the common point. So finally we have 3 vertices. You may have one doubt also. Why these points are called as vertices? Because here if you observe this point A is not only point on AB, this is also point on AC. Means simply it is visible as a single point, but it is a combination of 2 or more points. So like this, if a combination of 2 or more points are visually like a single point, then that point is known as a vertex. Okay. Now we will see what are the diagonals and how to identify the diagonals for the given polygons. I am taking the polygon here. This is a rectangle which has 4 endpoints, means 4 vertices and 4 sides. This is A, B, C and then D. Now already we know AB is a side, BC is a side, DC or CD is also side, AD is also side. Now A is a vertex, B is a vertex, C is a vertex, D is also a vertex. If you observe carefully, A and B, these both are the adjacent vertices, isn't it? And B, C are the adjacent vertices. Adjacent nothing but side by side. In the same way, D and C are the adjacent vertices. And A and D is also adjacent vertices. Now, if you observe this A and C, these both are not adjacent vertices. Then we can say these two vertices as opposite to each other. So we can say as opposite vertices. In the same way, D and B, these also opposite vertices. How we can form a sides? By joining the adjacent vertices. But here the opposite vertices are not joined in this figure. AB join, B and C also join, C and D also join, D and A also join. A and C are not joined, B and D also not joined. So a line segment which is joining these opposite vertices of a polygon is called its diagonals. Means I am going to join vertex A and vertex C like this, and vertex D, vertex B like this. Now A, C, this is a line segment, and D, B, this is also another line segment. So these two line segments are known as diagonals of a given polygon. Like this, for the quadrilateral we have only two diagonals. If you take one more polygon, means another type of polygon, I am taking here triangle which has 3 vertices A, B, C. Here A and B both are adjacent to each other, B and C adjacent to each other, C and A adjacent to each other. For this A there is no opposite vertex. B is adjacent and A is also adjacent. Now for this vertex B there is no opposite vertex. C is adjacent and A is also adjacent. Now for the point C there is no adjacent, there is no opposite vertex because A is adjacent and B is also adjacent. So for this triangle we can't draw these diagonals for the triangle. Okay, that's why I'm going to take one more triangle, one more polygon, sorry. How many sides it has? Count it. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. A polygon which has 5 sides is known as pentagon. Now for these 5 sides, how to draw the diagonals? I am taking here the vertices A, B, C, D and G. Now you can join any two opposite vertices. Opposite means which is not adjacent. Now I am going to take here vertex A. For this vertex A, B is adjacent and E is also adjacent, isn't it? So that I am going to join this vertex A by D and C like this. D and C like this. Now these two are the diagonals. In the same way, if you see vertex B, for this vertex B, A is adjacent and C is also adjacent. That's why join this vertex B with D and E. These two are not adjacent. So these two also diagonals. Now take a point C. For this C, D is adjacent and B is adjacent. Now join with E and A. This A, it is already done. So finally these are the diagonals. We have 5 diagonals. Okay, what are they? AC is one of the diagonal and AD, this is the second one. Now BE, third one. BD is the fourth one. Next CE is the fifth one. Like this we have 5 diagonals. Okay, so this is the way to identify sides and vertices, diagonals in a given polygon.